when you're speaking, sometimes you're instructing, and one of the pieces here is called the art of instruction, because you spend so much time when you're in a leadership position, you're instructing people, whether you realize or not, you're instructing people. Here's the rules that they say to follow. Keep it simple. Have but one main object. Stay on the course. Remain cheerful. Be enthusiastic. Put it out as if the ideas were as interesting and novel to you as to your audience. Now, this is a story, which really, I don't even know what it has to do with instruction, but it's a cool story, so I'm going to read it anyways, because it's just badass. In World War I, an American major, name now long forgotten, was given the task of making the rounds and talking to all combat formations and convincing them that the future was bright. No Boy Scout errand. So you imagine you World War I. We've talked about that. It's a nightmare, and his job is to go around and ensure people that the future is bright. But wherever he went, morale was lifted by his words. In substance, what he said was this. None of us cares about making a living with any individuals who wants every break his own way. But when the odds are even, the gamble is worth any good man's time. So let's look at the proportion. You now have one chance in two. You may go overseas or you may not. Suppose you do. You still have one chance in two. You may go to the front or you may not. If you don't, you'll see a foreign country at Uncle Sam's expense. If you do, you'll find out about war, which is the toughest chance of them all. But up there, on the front, you still have one chance in two. You may get hit or you may not. If you breeze through it, you'll be a better man for all the rest of your life. And if you get hit, you still have one chance in two. You may get a small wound and become a hero to your friends and family. Or there is always the last chance that it may take you out altogether. And while that is a little rugged, it is at least worth remembering that very few people seem to get out of this life alive. Classic.